Hi guys, today it's the 28th of January 2021. Today I'm going to read 2 Kings 24 to 25, Proverbs 1 Chronicles 1 to 3, Proverbs 28 and Psalm 30. Let's get started. During Jehoiakim's rule, Nebuchadnezzar marched into the land and attacked it. He was king of Babel. He became Jehoiakim's master for 3 years. But then Jehoiakim decided he didn't want to remain under Nebuchadnezzar's control. The Lord sent robbers against Jehoiakim from Babylon, Aram, Moab, and Ammon. He sent them to destroy Judah. That's what the Lord had said would happen. He had spoken that message through his servants, the prophets. These things happened to Judah in keeping with what the Lord had commanded. He brought enemies against his land. He removed them because of all the sins Manasseh had committed. Manasseh had spilled the blood of many people who weren't guilty of doing anything wrong. In fact, he spilled so much of their blood that he filled Jerusalem with it. So the Lord refused to forgive it. The other events of the Lord Jehoiakim are written down. Everything he did is written in the official records of the kings of Judah. Jehoiakim joined the members of his family who had already died. Jehoiakim's son Jehoiachin became the next king after him. The king of Egypt didn't march out from his own country again. That's because the king of Babylon had taken so much of his territory. It reached from the Wadi of Egypt all the way to the Euphrates. Jehoiachin was 18 years old when he became king. He ruled in Jerusalem for 3 months. His mother's name was Nushta. She was the daughter of Elnathan. She was from Jerusalem. Jehoiachin did what was evil in the eyes of the Lord. He did just as his father Jehoiakim had done. At the time, the officers of Nebuchadnezzar, the king of Babylon, marched to Jerusalem. They surrounded it and got ready to attack it. Nebuchadnezzar himself came up to the city. He arrived while his officers were attacking it. Jehoiachin, the king of Judah, handed himself over to Nebuchadnezzar. Jehoiachin's mother did the same thing, and so did all his attendants, nobles, and officials. The king of Babylon took Jehoiachin away as his prisoner. It was in the 8th year of Nebuchadnezzar's rule. Nebuchadnezzar removed the treasures from the Lord's temple. He also removed the treasures from the royal palace. And he cut up the gold objects that Solomon, the king of Israel, had made for the temple. That's what the Lord had announced would happen. Nebuchadnezzar took all the people of Jerusalem to the land of Babylon as prisoners. They included all the officers and fighting men. It also included all the skilled workers. The total number of prisoners was 10,000. Only the poorest people were left in the land. Nebuchadnezzar took Jehoiachin to Babylon as his prisoner. He also took the king's mother from Jerusalem to Babylon, and he took Jehoiachin's wives, his officials, and the most important people of the land. The king also forced the whole army of 7,000 soldiers to go away to the land of Babylon. Those men were strong and able to go to war, and the king forced 1,000 skilled workers to go to Babylon. Nebuchadnezzar made Jehoiachin's uncle Mattaniah king in his place, and Nebuchadnezzar changed Mattaniah's name to Zedekiah. Zedekiah was 21 years old when he became king. He ruled in Jerusalem for 11 years. His mother's name was Hamutal. She was the daughter of Jeremiah. She was from Lebanon. Zedekiah did what was evil in the eyes of the Lord. He did just as Jehoiakim had done. The enemies of Jerusalem and Judah attacked them because the Lord was angry. In the end, the Lord threw them out of his land. Zedekiah also refused to remain under the control of Nebuchadnezzar. Nebuchadnezzar was king of Babylon. He marched out against Jerusalem. His whole army went with him. It was in the 9th year of the rule of Zedekiah. It was in the 10th year of the 10th month. Nebuchadnezzar set up camp outside the city. He brought in war machines all around. It was surrounded until the 11th year of King Zedekiah's rule. By the 9th day of the 4th month, there wasn't any food left in the city, so the people didn't have anything to eat. Then the Babylonians broke through the city wall. Judah's whole army ran away at night. They went out through the gate between the two walls near the king's garden. They escaped even though the Babylonians surrounded the city. Judah's army ran toward the Araba Valley, but the Babylonian army chased King Zedekiah. They caught up with him in the plains near Jericho. All the soldiers were separated from him. They scattered in every direction. The king was captured. He was taken to the king of Babylon at Riblah. That's when Nebuchadnezzar decided how he would be punished. Nebuchadnezzar's men killed the sons of Zedekiah. They forced him to watch it with his own eyes. Then they pricked out his eyes. They put him in bronze chains, and they took him to Babylon. Nebuzaradan was an official of the king of Babylon. In fact, he was commander of the royal guard. He came to Jerusalem. It was on the 19th year that Nebuchadnezzar was king of Babylon. It was on the 7th day of the 5th month. Nebuzaradan set the Lord's temple on fire. He also set fire to the royal palace and all the houses in Jerusalem. He went down every royal building. The whole Babylonian army broke down the walls around Jerusalem. That's what the commander told them to do. Some people still remained in the city, but Nebuzaradan, the commander, took them away as prisoners. He also took the rest of the people of the land. That included those who had joined the king of Babylon. But the commander left behind some of the poorest people of the land. He taught them to work in the vineyards and the fields. The Babylonian army destroyed the Lord's temple. They broke the bronze pillars into pieces. They broke up the bronze stands that could be moved around, and they broke up the huge bronze bowl. Then they carried the bronze away to Babylon. They also took away the pots, shovels, wood cutters, and dishes. They took away all the bronze objects used for any purpose in the temple. The commander of the royal guard took away the shower cups for burning incense. He took away the sprinkling bowls. So he took away everything made out of pure gold and silver. The bronze was more than anyone could weigh. It included the bronze from the two pillars, the huge bowl, and the stands. Solomon had made all those things for the Lord's temple. Each pillar was 27 feet high. The bronze top of each one pillar was 4.5 feet high. It was decorated with a set of bronze chains and pomegranates all around. The other pillar was just like it. It also had a set of chains. The commander of the guard took some prisoners. They included Seraiah, the chief priest, and Zephaniah, the priest who was next in rank. They also included 3 men who guarded the temple doors. Some people were still left in the city. The commander took as a prisoner the officer who was in charge of the fighting men. He took the 5 men who gave advice to the king. He also took the secretary. He was the chief officer in charge of getting the people of the land to serve in the army. And he took 60 of those people serving in the army who were still in the city. Nebuzaradan, the commander, took all of them away. He brought them to the king of Babylon at Riblah. There the king had them put to death. Riblah was in the land of Hamath, so the people of Judah was taken as prisoners. They were taken far away from their own land. Nebuchadnezzar, the king of Babylon, had left some people behind in Judah. He appointed Gedaliah to govern them. Gedaliah was the son of Ahikam. Ahikam was the son of Shaphan. All of Judah's army officers and their men heard about what had happened. They heard that the king had appointed Gedaliah as governor. So they came to Gedaliah at Mizpah. Ishmael, the son of Nethaniah, came, and so did Johanan, the son of Kareah. Seraiah, the son of Tanhumeth, also came. So did Jazaniah, the son of the Machathite. All their men came too. Seraiah was from Netophath. Gedaliah promised to help them and their men. He spoke in a kind way to them. And he said, "Don't be afraid of the Babylonian officials. Make your homes in the land of Judah. Serve the king of Babylon. Then things will go well with you." But in the 7th month, Ishmael, the son of Nethaniah, came with 10 men. He killed Gedaliah. He also killed the people of Judah and the Babylonians who were with Gedaliah at Mizpah. Nethaniah was the son of Elishama. Ishmael was a member of the royal family. And after he had killed Gedaliah, all the people ran away to Egypt. Everyone from the least important of them to the most important ran away. The army officers went with them. All of them went to Egypt because they were afraid of the Babylonians. I will Marduk, said Jehoiachin, the king of Judah, free from prison. It was in the 37th year after Jehoiachin had been taken away to Babylon. It was also the year Awil Marduk became king of Babylon. It was on the 27th day of the 12th month. Awil Marduk spoke kindly to Jehoiachin. He gave him a place of honor. Other kings gave him a place of Other kings were with Jehoiachin in Babylon, but his place was more important than theirs. So Jehoiachin put his prison clothes away. For the rest of Jehoiachin's life, the king provided what he needed. The king did that for Jehoiachin day by day, as long as he lived. 1 Chronicles 1-3. Adam, Noah, Enosh, Kenan, Mahalalel, Jared, Enoch, Methuselah, Lamech, Noah. The sons of Noah were Shem, Ham, and Japheth. The sons of Japheth were Gomer, Magog, Madai, Javan, Tubal, Meshach, and Tiras. The sons of Gomer were Ashkenaz, Riphath, and Togarmah. The sons of Javan were Elisha, Tarshish, the Hittite, and the Rodanite. The sons of Ham were Cush, Egypt, Put, and Canaan. The sons of Cush were Seba, Havilah, Sabta, Ramah, and Sabteka. The sons of Ramah were Sheba and Dean. Cush was the father of Nimrod. Nimrod became a mighty hero on the earth. Egypt was the father of the Levites, Anamites, Levites, and Naphtalites. He was also the father of the Pathrusites, Casluhites, and Caphtorites. The Philistines came to the family of the Casluhites. Canaan was the father of Sem. Dedan was his oldest son. Canaan was also the father of the Hittites, Jebusites, Amorites, and Girgashites. And he was the father of the Hivites, Arkites, Sinites, Arvadites, Zemarites, and Hamathites. The sons of Shem were Elam, Asher, Arphaxad, Lud, and Aram. The sons of Aram were Uz, Hul, Gether, and Meshach. Arphaxad was the father of Shelah. Shelah was the father of Eber. Eber was the father of 2 sons. One was named Peleg. That's because the earth was divided up in his name. His brother was named Joktan. Joktan was the father of Almadad, Shelef, Hazarmaveth, and Jerah. He was also the father of Hadaron, Azel, Dikla, Erbal, Abimael, Sheba, Aphia, Havilah, and Jorabab. All of them were sons of Joktan. Shem, Arphaxad, Shelah, Eber, Peleg, Ru, Serug, Nahor, Terah, Abram. Abram was also called Abraham. The sons of Abraham were Isaac and Ishmael. He are the members of the family line of Hagar. Nebaeus was Ishmael's oldest son. Then came Kedar, Adbeel, Mibsam, Mishma, Duma, Massa, Hadad, Tema, Jether, Naphish, and Kedemah. All of them were Ishmael's sons. The other sons born to Abraham's concubine Keturah. There was Zimran, Jokshan, Midian, Ishbak, and Shua. The sons of Jokshan were Sheba and Dedan. The sons of Midian were Epher, Hanok, Abida, and Elda. All of them were from this family line of Keturah. Abraham was the father of Isaac. The sons of Isaac were Esau and Israel. The sons of Esau were Eliphaz, Reuel, Jeush, Jalem, and Korah. The sons of Eliphaz were Teman, Omar, Zephod, Gatam, and Kenaz. Timnah had Amalek by Eliphaz. The sons of Reuel were Nahath, Zerah, Shammah, and Mizah. The sons of Seir were Lotan, Shobal, Zibeon, Anna, Dishan, Ezer, and Dishan. The sons of Lotan were Hori and Homan. Timnah was Lotan's sister. The sons of Shobal were Alvin, Manahath, Ebal, Shepher, and Onam. The sons of Zibeon were Ada and Anna. The sons of Anna were Dishan. The sons of Dishan were Hemdan, Eshban, Ithran, and Karen. The sons of Ezer were Bilhan, Zaban, and Akan. The sons of Dishan were Uz and Aaron. Before Israel had a king, there were kings who lived in Edom. Bela was the son of Beal. Bela's city was called Dinhabah. When Bela died, Jobab became the next king. Jobab was the son of Zerah from Bozrah. When Jobab died, Husham became the next king. Husham was from the land of the people of Timon. When Husham died, Hadad became the next king. Hadad was the son of Bedad. Hadad had won the battle over Midian in the country of Moab. Hadad's city was called Abith. When Hadad died, Samlah became the next king. Samlah was from Masrekah. When Samlah died, Shaul became the next king. Shaul was from the town of Rehoboth. It was by a river. When Shaul died, Baal-Hanan became the next king. Baal-Hanan was the son of Akbor. When Baal-Hanan died, Hadad became the next king. Hadad's city was called Pul. His wife's name was Mehetabel. She was the daughter of Matri. Matri was the daughter of Mezahab. Hadad also died. The chiefs of Edom were Timnah, Alva, Jetheth, Aholibamah, Elah, Pinan, Kenaz, Teman, Mibsah, Magdiel, and Aram. They were the chiefs of Edom. Here are the names of the sons of Israel: Reuben, Simeon, Levi, Judah, Isaac, Zebulun, Dan, Joseph, Benjamin, Naphtali, Gad, and Asher. The sons of Judah were Onan, and Shelah. The woman from Canaan had these three sons by him. She was the daughter of Shelah. Was Judah's oldest son. He was evil in the Lord's sight, so the Lord put him to death. Tamar was Judah's daughter-in-law. She had Perez and Jerah by him. The total number of Judah's sons was 5. The sons of Perez were Hezron and Hamul. The sons of Zerah were Zimri, Ethan, Haman, Calcol, and Dada. The total number of Zerah's sons was 5. The sons of Carmi were Akkar. He brought trouble on Israel, some things that had been set apart to the Lord in a special way, to be destroyed. He took some of those things. When he did that, he disobeyed the Lord's command. The son of Ethan was Azariah. Hezron was the father of Jeremiah, Ram, and Caleb. Ram was the father of Amminadab. Amminadab was the father of Nahshon. Nahshon was the leader of the people of Judah. Nahshon was the father of Solomon. Solomon was the father of Boaz. Boaz was the father of Obed, and Obed was the father of Jesse. Jesse's first son was Eliab. His second son was Abinadab. The third was Shimei. The fourth was Nethanel. The fifth was Radai. The sixth was Ozan, and the seventh was David. Their sisters were Zeruiah and Abigail. Zeruiah's 3 sons were Abishai, Joab, and Asahel. Abigail was the mother of Amasa. Amasa's father was Jether. Jether belonged to the family line of Ishmael. Caleb was the son of Hezron. Caleb's wife Azubah had children by him. Jerioth also had children by him. Azubah's sons were Jeshua, Shobab, and Arden. When Azubah died, Caleb married Ephrath. She had Hur by him. Hur was the father of Uri, and Uri was the father of Bezalel. When he was 60 years old, Hezron married the daughter of Machir. Machir was the father of Gili. Hezron slept with his wife, and she had Segub by him. Segub was the father of Jair. Jair controlled 23 towns in Gili. But Gesher and Aram captured Havoth Jair. They also captured Kenath and the settlements around it. The total number of towns captured was 60. Hezron, Segub, and Jair belonged to the family line of Machir. Machir was the family line of Gili. Hezron died, and Caleb Ephrathah. Abijah was Hezron's wife. She had Asher by him. Asher was born after Hezron died. Asher was the father of Tekoa. Here are the sons of Jeremiah. He was the oldest son of Hezron. Ram was Jeremiah's oldest son. Then came Bana, Oran, Ozan, and Ahijah. Jeremiah had another wife. Her name was Tara. She was the mother of Ram. Here are the sons of Ram. He was the oldest son of Jeremiah. The sons of Ram were Maz, Jamin, and Eker. The sons of Onam were Shammai and Jada. The sons of Shammai were Nadab and Abishur. Abishur's wife was named Abihail. She had Abdon and Molid-Baim. The sons of Nadab were Seled and Apaim. Seled died without having any children. The sons of Apaim were Ishi. Ishi was the father of Sheshan. Sheshan was the father of Amli. The sons of Jada were Jether and Jonathan. Jada was Shammai's brother. Jether died without having any children. The sons of Jonathan were Peleth and Zaza. They belonged to the family line of Jeremiah. Sheshan didn't have any sons. All he had was daughters. He had a servant from Egypt named Jarha. Sheshan gave his daughter to be married to his servant Jarha. She had Attai by Jarha. Attai was the father of Nathan. Nathan was the father of Zabad. Zabad was the father of Ethel. Ethel was the father of Obed. Obed was the father of Jehu. Jehu was the father of Azariah. Azariah was the father of Helez. Helez was the father of Eleazar. Eleazar was the father of Sispai. Sispai was the leader of Shalom. Shalom was the father of Jechoniah, and Jechoniah was the father of Elishama. Caleb was the brother of Jeremiah. Caleb's oldest son was Meshach. Meshach was the father of Ziph. Caleb had another son named Meshach. Meshach was the father of Hebron. The sons of Hebron were Korah, Tapua, Rechem, and Shema. Shema was the father of Raham. Raham was the father of Joachim. Rechem was the father of Shammai. The sons of Shammai was Maon. Maon was the father of Besser. Caleb had a concubine named Ephah. He was the mother of Haran, Moza, and Gazez. Haran the father of Gazez. The sons of Jahdai were Rechem, Jotham, Geshan, Pelet, Ephah, and Shaph. Caleb had a concubine named Maacah. She was the daughter of Sheba and Terhan. She was also the mother of Shaph and Sheba. Shaph was the father of Madmana. Sheba was the father of Macbena and Gibeah. Caleb's daughter was Asa. All of them belonged to the family line of Caleb. Hur was the oldest son of Ephrathah. Hur was the brother of Shobal. Shobal was the father of Kiriath-Jearim. Hur was the father of Salma. Salma was the father of Bethlehem. Hur was also the father of Hereth. Hereth was the father of Beth-Gader. Here's the family line of Shobal, the father of Kiriath-Jearim. It included Haroeh and half of the people of Manahath. It also included the family groups of Kiriath-Jearim. They were the Ithrites, Puthites, Shumathites, and Misraites. The people of Zorah and Eshtal belonged to these family groups. Here's the family line of Salma. It included Bethlehem, the people of Netophah, Atroth, Beth-Joab, half of the people of Manahath, and the Zorites. It also included the family groups of secretaries who lived at Jabez. They were the Terathites, Shemithites, and Succothites. They were the Kenites who belonged to the family line of Hamath. Hamath was the father of the family line of Rechab. Here are the sons of David who were born to him in Hebron. The first son was Ammon. Ammon's mother was Ahinoam from Jezreel. The second son was Daniel. His mother was Abigail from Carmel. The third son was Absalom. His mother was Maacah. She was the daughter of Talmai, the king of Geshur. The fourth son was Adonijah. His mother was Haggith. The fifth son was Shephatiah. His mother was Abital. The sixth son was Ithream. David's wife Eglah had Ithream by him. These 6 sons were born to David in Hebron. He ruled there for 7.5 years. After that, he ruled in Jerusalem for 33 years. Children were born to him there. They included Shammua, Shobab, Nathan, and Solomon. The mother of these 4 sons was Bathsheba. She was the daughter of Amiel. David's children also included Ibhar, Elishua, Eliphalet, Noga, Nepheg, Japhia, Elishama, Eliada, and Eliphalet. There were 9 of them. David was the father of all these sons. His concubines also had sons by him. David's sons had a sister named Tamar. Solomon's son was Rehoboam. Abijah was the son of Rehoboam. Asa was the son of Abijah. Jehoshaphat was the son of Asa. And Jehoram was the son of Jehoshaphat. Ahaziah was the son of Jehoram. Joash was the son of Ahaziah. Amaziah was the son of Joash. Azariah was the son of Amaziah. Jotham was the son of Azariah. Ahaz was the son of Jotham. Hezekiah was the son of Ahaz. Manasseh was the son of Hezekiah. Ammon was the son of Manasseh. Josiah was the son of Ammon. Josiah's first son was Johanan. Jehoiakim was his second son. Zedekiah was the third son. Shallum was the fourth son. The next king after Jehoiakim was his son Jehoiachin. After that, Josiah's son Zedekiah became king. Here are the members of the family line of Jehoiachin. He was taken as a prisoner to Babel. His sons were Shealtiel, Malkiram, Pedaiah, Shenazar, Jechemiah, Hoshama, and Nedabiah. The sons of Pedaiah were Zerubbabel and Shimei. The sons of Zerubbabel were Meshullam and Hananiah. Shelomis was their sister. There were also 5 other sons. They were Hashuba, Ohel, Berechiah, Sadiah, and Jusha Hesed. The family line of Hananiah included Pelatiah and Jeshaiah. It also included the sons of Raphael, Onan, Obadiah, and Shechaniah. The family line of Shechaniah included Shemaiah and his sons. They were Hattush, Igal, Bariah, Neriah, and Shaphat. The total number of men was 6. The sons of Neriah were Leani, Hezekiah, and Azrikam. The total number of sons was 3. The sons of Leani were Hodaviah, Eliashib, Pelaiah, Akab, Johanan, Delaiah, and Anani. The total number of sons was 7. The family line of Judah included Perez, Hezron, Carmi, Hur, and Shobal. Reuel was the son of Shobal and the father of Jahath. Jahath was the father of Ahumai and Lahad. These were the family groups of the people of Zorah. The sons of Etam were Jezreel, Ishmael, and Idbash. Their sister was named Hazalelponi. Penuel was the father of Gedal. Ezer was the father of Husham. These people belonged to the family line of Hur. He was the oldest son of Ephrathah and the father of Bethlehem. Asher was the father of Tekoa. Asher had 2 wives. Their names were Helah and Nara. Nara had Ahazam, Hefer, Temeni, and Hahashtari by Asher. They belonged to the family line of Nara. The sons of Helah were Zereth, Zohar, Ethnan, and Koz. Koz was the father of Anab and Hazabibah. He was also the father of the family goose of Aharhel. Aharhel was the son of Haran. Jabez was much more respected than his brothers. His mother had named him Jabez. She had said, I was in a lot of pain when he was born. Jabez cried out to the God of Israel. He said, I wish you would bless me. I wish you would give me more territory. Let your power protect me. Keep me from harm. Then I might have any pain. God gave him what he asked for. Caleb was the brother of Shuha and the father of Mehir. Mehir was the father of Eshton. Eshton was the father of Beth Rappa, Paseah, and Tehinnah. Tehinnah was the father of Nahash. These were the men of Rechah. The sons of Kenaz were Othniel and Sarah. The sons of Othniel were Hathath and Meonothai. Meonothai was the father of Ophra. Sarah was the father of Joab. Joab was the father of Ger-Harashim. Ger-Harashim was called by that name because all its people were skilled workers. The sons of Caleb were Iru, Ella, and Nam. Caleb was the son of Jephunneh. The sons of Ella were Kenaz. The sons of Jehalel was Ziph, Teriah, and Asarah. Proverbs 28. Sins run away even when no one is chasing them, but those who do what is right are as bold as lions. A country has many rules when its people don't obey, but an understanding ruler knows how to keep order. A ruler who treats poor people badly is like a panting rain that leaves no cause. Those who turn away from instruction praise them, but those who learn from it praise them. Simple people don't understand what is right, but those who worship the Lord understand completely. It is better to be poor and to live without blame than to be rich and follow a good path. A child who understands what is right learns from instruction. But a child who likes to eat too much will shame on his father. Someone might get rich by taking interest or profit from poor people, but that person only piles up wealth for someone who will be kind to poor people. If you don't pay attention to my instruction, even your prayers are held short. But those who lead honest people down an even path will fall into their own trap. That those who are without blame will receive good things. Rich people may think they are wise, but a poor person with understanding knows that rich people are fooling themselves. When godly people win, everyone is very happy. Though sins take charge, everyone hides. Anyone who hides their sins doesn't succeed, but anyone who admits their sins and gives them up finds mercy. Blessed is the one who always trembles in front of God, and anyone who makes their heart stubborn will get in trouble. An evil person who rules over a helpless people is like a roaring lion or an enemy, but a ruler who is mean to his people takes money from them by force. But one who hates money gained in the wrong way will rule a long time. Anyone troubled by the guilt of murder will seek to escape their guilt by death. No one should keep them from it. Anyone who lives without blame is kept safe, but anyone whose path is crooked will fall into the pit. Those who work their land will have plenty of food, but those who chase dreams will be very poor. A faithful person will be richly blessed, and anyone who wants to get rich will be punished. Favoring one person over another is not good, but a person will do wrong for a piece of bread. Those who won't share what they have want to get rich. They don't know they are going to be poor. It is better to warn a person than to pretend to praise them. In the end, that person will be more pleased with you. Anyone who steals from their parents and says it's not wrong is just like someone who destroys. People who always want more stir up conflict, but those who trust in the Lord will succeed. Those who trust in themselves are foolish, but those who live wisely are kept safe. Those who give to poor people will have all they need, but those who close their eyes to the poor will see many curses. When those who are evil take charge, other people hide, but when those who are evil die, godly people grow stronger. Psalm 30. Lord, I will give you honor. You brought me out of deep trouble. You didn't give my enemies the joy of seeing me die. Lord my God, I called out to you for help, and you healed me. Lord, you brought me up from the place of the dead. You kept me from going down into the pit. Sing the praises of the Lord, you who are faithful to him. Praise him, because his name is holy. His anger lasts for only a minute, but his favor lasts for a person's whole life. Weeping can stay for the night, but joy comes in the morning. When I felt safe, I said, I will always be secure. Lord, when you give me your help, you make Mount Zion stand firm. But when you took away your help, I was terrified. Lord, I called out to you. I cried to you for mercy. I said, what good will come if I become silent in death? What good will come if I go down into my grave? Can the dust of my dead body praise you? Can it tell how faithful you are? Lord, hear me. Have mercy on me. Lord, help me. You turn my loud crying into dancing. You removed my clothes of sadness and dressed me with joy. So my heart will sing your praises. I can't keep silent. Lord, my God, I'll praise you forever. Now that's done, I should now do the Lord's Prayer. Please bow your heads. Our Father in heaven, hallowed be your name. Your kingdom come, your will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us today our daily bread. Forgive us our debts as we also forgive our debtors. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from the evil one. For yours is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory forever. Amen. See you tomorrow. Bye.